Lovely. Just caught this on a new water. I'm on Pingewood, and it's probably the smallest carp in the lake, to be honest. Just weighing a 19-pound common. A proper angry male as well, but I'll see if I can get him up now because he's just been playing up like hell here. But let's have a look at him. See what there we go. I'm messing about now. Look at that. I know it's not the biggest in the world, but when you're fishing water like this, where there's only about 30 carp in here, I mean every single fish means a lot, and this means a lot. Not just because it's the first fish, but because it's from a low stock water as well, so happy days. Yeah, I'm going to slip this one back now and let's hope for something a little bit bigger than this. Well, I don't think they can get any smaller, to be honest, but there we go. There you go. This is what I came here for. One absolute beast. Just found out this fish called cluster, £37. Don't get any better than this. Really happy with this. Look at it. Proper old character. Absolutely made up. Right, slipping back now. Wow. Fantastic. Look at the scale pattern on it. You can see why it's called cluster. Those scales there. Absolutely banging. Proper old English fish. Lovely jubbly. Nice.
It's a wee bit windy there, Mark. Are you allowed out of Wales, mate?
You'd think I would be used to this wind, wouldn't you?
You'd be locked up in Wales, boy. What are you doing down here, mate?
God, if you were a sheep.
Get it gone. Straight into your lines. Go on, get a line up.
Yes. There you go, fish number 3 for me now. We're absolutely made up now. This session has gone really well now. I've had 3 fish, lost 1. It doesn't get any better than this, and it's a tricky water, to be honest, if I'm being truthful. But yeah, I can see this is probably one of the stockies. I'm not quite sure, but I'm still made up with it. Still fish, but I'm here to catch carp, and this is what it is. This is what it is. Lovely stuff. Look at that. You can imagine that in a few years' time. Look how dark it is. Nice. Cheers. We're stepping back now. Right. Here you go. Fish number 4. Another stocky. Nice looking fish, mind you. Quite happy with that. Yeah, this is over 5 runs, 4 fish. Can't ask for more than that. It's not the easiest water, like I said, but I actually didn't realise how many stockies were in here, so it's quite surprising really. But when they're like this, I mean, you can imagine that it's a 30 or a 40, it's going to be amazing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But, yeah. Here's a good little tip for you. When you're fishing boilie, what I tend to do is I soak my boilies before I actually put them out, so I wash them out. But here's something that I do, it's maybe slightly different. So basically what I do, here's your boilie, all different shapes and sizes, lake water, and what I do then, I add the matching liquids or whatever I'm using. So at this moment I'm using the Supreme Nut, because I'm using the Nut Plus. But you can do it with almost anything, on the Wicked Whites there or whatever. If you're using a fish meal or whatever, just the matching liquid, let them soak. I normally let them soak for about 24 hours, and they do start after a while. When you know when it's done properly is when the surface water starts to get a little bit bubbly, and they're fermenting a little bit, but it's perfect. That is when they are absolutely bang on to put them out. If I get some boilie now, I'll crush one of them up, and it's just lovely and soft as well. And it's good as well for that type of thing, fishing over silt, because it won't take in extra things from the sediment and whatever and make it smell rotten. But there you go, a quick tip for you. This is a tip that I use mainly for my early season fishing, sort of late winter, early spring. Basically, I use one of the Fish Frenzy, well, I'm using Fish Frenzy on this particular one, Fish Frenzy spray, PVA friendly, but for this purpose, I spray my hook baits, whether it be pop-ups, wafters or whatever, give it a good spray, let it soak in for a couple of hours, and then there's some pure rock salt. It has to be the pink Himalayan rock salt, and it's nice and fine there, you can see there. And just basically, just take a couple of a pinch of that, pour into there, give it a put the lid back on, give it a good shake, and you can build up a couple of layers, spray it, put some more salt in there, and build it up. And the more layers you put on, the more effective it'll be, because it'll have soaked right into the hook baits. This is an absolutely awesome sort of method for that early sort of spring before they're spawning. I found that this actually works really, really well. And just after, for a couple of weeks afterwards, and then after that, then they're just looking for proper bait then, like, do you know what I mean? But for a little tip for you, you get on this, you won't be disappointed. There you go, this is fish number 5 now. Well happy. Looks like another stocky, but to be honest, I really don't care. The session's turned into it's a bit of a struggle in the beginning, but now it's just kicking off, and I put in so much bait out now. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm sort of averaging like 5 kilo a day, but I'm having loads of liners, and now, you know, I'm catching regularly every morning now, and yeah, it's really made my trip now. Let's just hope I can catch a few more like this.
Nice. You got the Leany?
He's got the Leany, look! Hey! Very, very red card. Red card! Face slap. Getting wet and everything.
There I am. Sick on this side as well.
Nice.
Hey, look, that is a proper sought after fish, mate.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. my bait. I was thinking you meant to.
That is mine from the other night, wasn't it? I weren't here to catch it. Mate, what? Mate, what fish?
Yeah? It's mega, that is.
And you've got him at all.
Oh yeah. There you go. Just found out there's a fish called the Leany. Quite sought after, so I'm told, but mate, it's mint. I mean, look at that for a scale pattern. Don't get any better than that. Sort of reminds me a little bit of the wood carving, really, from church, but what a fantastic fish. I'm really made up with that. Right, I'll put it back. Yes! There we go. Look at that. £30, 8 ounce. Common. What a session. Really happy with that. Look at it. Proper old fish, that is. Gave a hell of a scrap this morning. Really good scrap. It's just kicking off now. Just putting loads of, well, not loads of bait, but enough bait to keep them coming back every morning. Look at that. Superb. I'm just slipping back now. Yes! Right, here we go. Just in the photographs. What a mega fish. Lost 2 already. Really gutted. The weeds really horrendous out there. And but I gave this one a little bit more persuasion than normal, because I had to. Obviously drop the lead to try and get it up to the surface. mega fish. I literally lost two at the beginning of the session, lost one this morning. I was absolutely devastated because the weed is so savage out there, it's unreal. But I had another run and landed this one, a lovely common, 29.5 pound this one is. It's not one of the big girls in here, but hey, I'm happy with that one. Look at that. Like I said, I had to give it a little bit more sort of persuasion onto the bank than I normally would, but the tackle held up, luckily. What a mega fish, mega fish. Really happy with that. Lovely jubbly. Hopefully, yeah, it's a little story about this. It's got a bit of a tail on here. When it came up to the surface, I thought it was the one I was after. It's got a bit of a big paddle on it, but it wasn't. But you know, initially I was thought, oh God, what that one? But every fish in here is special, super special. I'll slip it back.